The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. When the time arrived for Elizabeth to have her child, she gave birth to a son. Her neighbors and relatives heard that the Lord had shown His great mercy toward her, and they rejoiced with her. When they came on the 8th day to circumcise the child, they were going to call him Zechariah after his father. But his mother said in reply, "No, he will be called John." But they answered her, "There is no one among your relatives who has this name." So they made signs asking his father what he wished him to be called. He asked by a tablet and wrote, "John is his name." And all were amazed. Immediately his mouth was opened, his tongue free, and he spoke, blessing God. Then fear came upon all their neighbors, and all these matters were discussed throughout the hill country of Judea. All who heard these things took them to heart, saying, "What then will this child be? For surely the hand of the Lord was with him." The child grew and became strong in spirit, and he was in the desert until the day of his manifestation to Israel. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise be Jesus and Mary. Immediately his mouth was opened, his tongue freed, and he spoke, blessing God. Brothers and sisters, there's a beautiful sermon of Saint Augustine regarding this festivity, this solemnity that we are celebrating at this Holy Mass. And like Saint Augustine in the sermon, I myself said that I am not worthy to give these simple words of reflection regarding so great a figure in the church. Kasi po, alalahanin po natin, let us remember, tatlo lang yung sineselebrate nating pagkapanganakan sa liturgical calendar. There are only 3 saints that we celebrate. Mostly, universally, dalawa lang. Or, kasi yung isa, memorial. But for us, it is feast. And yet, itong dalawa ay solemnity. Ano yun? The birth of our Lord and the birth of Saint John the Baptist. Of course, the birth of our Blessed Mother is a memorial, kaya nga sabi ko. But for us, it is a feast, and yet we also celebrate that birth. Pero kaso nga lang, may mga apparition ni Mama Mary na sabi nga daw, hindi September 8 yung kanyang birth. So anyway, let us put that aside. Because liturgically, we celebrate the birth of our Blessed Mother at September 8. And what did Saint Augustine, let us return of what beautiful reflection Saint Augustine said regarding this solemnity. And he points out also, underlines this miracle that when his father, yung tatay niya, kita niyo, nung time na yun, gumamit na ng tablet. Sabihin, joke lang, wala pang iPhone. No? There's no stand. But he used a tablet to write the name of his son. John is his name. And then what happened? Immediately his mouth was open, his tongue free. And Saint Augustine said, you know why? No? You know why that Saint John the Baptist be able to speak? Because, sabi ni Saint Augustine, he is the voice. Very beautiful. No? He is the voice, and this is his mission. Remember, when he started preaching and baptizing in the river Jordan, when they asked him, who are you? Kumbaga, sa time natin ngayon, who you? Who you? And what is the answer of Saint John the Baptist? I am the voice from the wilderness. Prepare the way of the Lord. Diba? He called himself the voice. Kaya nga, walang sinabi yung the voice na talent search yan. Ang tunay na the voice ay walang iba kundi si Saint John the Baptist. He is the voice. And Saint Augustine is clearly telling us that Zechariah was able to speak because he testified for the voice, which is none other than his son, Saint John the Baptist. The voice that prepares the way of the Lord. And it is very interesting to be the voice of God. Saint John the Baptist has this. He is the voice of God. Now, this is a beautiful reflection to depart from. The voice of God. And right now in Rome, they are celebrating the World Day meeting of families. And we are asked, just like Saint John the Baptist, by virtue of our baptism, we should also be the voice of God, especially in our families. Kaya nga, di ba sabi sa kanta, we are family, brothers, sisters, and me. We are family. And in this family, and in each of our family, are we the voice of God? Because, sad to say, this is a challenge for all the families today and for all Christians. Do we hear the voice of God in the family? Are we, like Saint John the Baptist, the voice of God in our families? Because the downfall of the families is the downfall of society, the downfall of the nations. Kaya nga alam nyo, napakatalino ni Tani Boy. Ni Tani Boy, kilala niyo si Tani Boy, si Taning ba? Si Satanas, napakatalino niya. What he is doing is destroying the family. By what? Nako. By what? By abortion, divorce, contraception, what else? Same-sex marriage, and so on and so forth. See? Cohabitation, live-in. See? This is the work of the devil. So that families will never hear the voice of God. And when the family is destroyed, it is easy to destroy the world. Kaya nga, Just look outside. Just look at our society right now. No? The COVID-19, no? The COVID-19 pandemic, it is only in this, no? Sabi pa nga sa Tagalog, wala pa sa kalingkingan yan. The greatest problem today is the destruction of families. No? Never in the history of the world and the church is the family most attacked and most, sabi nga, weakened than in our society today. Because why? Minsan nga, nagpunta ako sa isang harong, sa isang bahay. Kapag pagpasok ko, no, yung lahat kanya-kanyang cellphone. No? I go, good morning, hi. Each are busy with his own cellphone. Because, no, I repeat, this gadget is good, but it can be a sign, a bad sign of the devil entering our houses. We have no more time. And what is really silly, very silly, is that when a father wants to talk with her daughter, or a mother wants to talk with his son, with her son, tatawag ko siya sa cellphone. Samantalang yung anak niya, nandun lang naman sa kwarto. O anak, kumain ka na ba? O anak, naligo ka na ba? Akala mo yung anak niya nandun sa nasa ibang bansa o nandun lang pala sa kwarto. Nandun lang pala sa harong. See how we get into this terrible situation. And we should return the voice of God in our families. And how do we do that? Sabi nga ni Father Patrick Peyton, the family that prays together stays together. And let us, my brothers and sisters, even though we are few, naalala ko nga yung sinabi ni Saint Ignatius, non multa sed multum. Tama ba? Non multa sed multum. Sino ba dito mga Atenista? Ay, sister, Atenista ka, alam ko. No? Yeah, Saint Ignatius, tama ba? Non multa sed multum. What does it mean? No? Hindi kinakailangan marami, pero ang importante, may kalidad, may quality. No? That is what important. Hindi kailangan sangkatuta. The Lord converted all the world with 12 apostles. 12 apostoles lang. He converted the world. He converted a parish like ours with one Saint John, Saint John Vianney. See? Non multa sed multum. What we should be, the voice, just like Saint John the Baptist, the voice of God in our family, and the voice of God in the society right now. Huwag po tayong matakot, no? Ipaglaban natin, no? Sabi nga, ano man ang mangyari, di kita iiwan, ipaglalaban ko. Ipaglaban natin. Let us fight for the good of the family, especially now. that there are many politicians, congressmen, even senators who is proposing laws, batas against the good of the family. No? Naipasa na nga yung isa. No? And this is very dangerous. No? Kasi naipasa na yung RH bill. So, hinihintay na lang, no? Na konting na lang, they will pass another bill and another law destroying the Filipino family. Hahayaan na lang ba natin? We will just let it go. Sabi nga dun sa kanta, let it go. No. We should not let it go. We should fight. Be the voice of God for your family and for the Filipino family. No? And this is our challenge for you and for me today in our society. Just like Saint John the Baptist, let us become the voice of God. Praise be Jesus and Mary. Ave Maria. If you like this video, subscribe and share. Ave Maria.